Roger, sir. Can I have your next position after 17 East? And 13 North, 180 East.
Definitely, faith played a huge part for me in my deployment. I actually took a Bible with me to deployment, and one of my goals was to read the Bible from cover to cover, which isn't a very good way to do it because the Bible's not really, I don't think it's meant to be read from cover to cover, but that's what I set out to do, and did it during that time, and it was a great, a lot of good advice offered there, and definitely spent a lot of time. That's where some of the other camaraderie came from, was going to church services and kind of had an escape and a way to get away from the day-to-day kind of scenarios that were going on all the time. So faith relationships, being able to understand that you're not in control of certain things was very important. To be able to realize that you got to take control of the things that you can, and then you got to realize that there are things that you can't control, and then realize that hopefully they're controlled by somebody who is looking out after all of our best interests. And so that was very important, and I was involved in our church choir while we were there, and got to sing some songs and do some stuff that just kind of helped with stress reduction. And again, so I would definitely encourage people to pursue their faith, and if you have a little extra time when you're deployed, then that's a great time to spend more time kind of thinking and praying and getting used to the spiritual tools that you have to get to know that part of yourself a little better.